Good morning, everybody. This is Eureka John at Eureka Street Crypto Hub, coming at you live from Leander, Texas. It is 7:18 in the morning. It is the butt crack of dawn, and I get up really early to get things done and get the day started. And there is a lot going on in the crypto market. There's always a lot of stuff to talk about. Crypto is the new sports, and here you are. I got my kombucha tea. Decided to switch over from the grocery store brand soda waters. It's maybe a little bit healthier. I don't know. But yeah, there is a lot going on today. Let's get to it. Let's see here. Let me move this Theta stream window open here. Oh man. All right, where do I even start? I mean, we were on a tear yesterday. Bitcoin went through the roof. Ethereum got up to $1,800. Bitcoin got to $48,000.29 before, or $25. $48,025, yeah, before settling back down here to $45,612. Ethereum is back down to $1,700. Let's see where Ethereum went here. It was pretty nuts. Ethereum went to $1,826 yesterday. So, or today, or overnight. So, man, I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm just, I couldn't be happier. Nobody I know really understands crypto that I know personally, and they just kind of see me doing this, like, oh yeah, that's cool, but I don't really get like criticism about it, but it's just, I don't know who to talk to about it, and that's why I do this radio show, because it allows me to kind of process and talk about it. I talk to people on Twitter sometimes and in Telegram groups, but those are not people I know. So this is my outlet, and I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm not shilling any coins. Most of the stuff I talk about, it's because I have a genuine interest in it. Actually, all the stuff I talk about, it's because I have a genuine interest in it. Most of the stuff I'm invested in. There are a few projects that I'm not invested in that I talk about anyway, just because I'm interested in it. It's what I do, and I make a lot of mistakes. I say some things out of left field or just completely inaccurate, and that's fine. Whatever, I'll go back and admit if I've said something wrong, and I'm just a guy learning about crypto as I go along here. It's just part of the process. So, I'm sure a lot of people might be relieved to see somebody who's not so professional just trying to figure this stuff out too. So that's my hopes. Anyway, Chainlink is at 26,000 at 20. That would be rad. No, Chainlink's at $26.82, up 13.2% over the last 7 days, up 6.2% over the last 24 hours. I've been a big fan of Chainlink for a long time. It's one of the first cryptocurrencies I jumped on board with, which I'm really thankful about. And then Dogecoin back up, sticking around 7 cents, between 5 to 7 cents. I believe it got up to 8 cents yesterday at some point, or the day before. And that's crazy. I mean, I sold my Doge. I still have a tiny little bag, maybe about $40 worth. Whatever, if it gets up to 10 cents, I'll just sell it and whatever. Just wipe my hands clean of the Doge. I did a video on Doge not too long ago. I like it. Other people seem to like it, so check it out if you're curious about the origins of Doge. I don't ever do price prediction, and I don't do TA, technical analysis. It's not my shtick. I just talk about the project, what it is, how it started, and that's really about it. So I suggest everybody does their own research. Some fundamentals are, look at the tokenomics, look at the team, the founder, look at what it actually does, if it actually does something and is not just used as some kind of investment tool. So I like projects that do stuff that are changing the world, that are changing the financial and the technical landscape. For instance, Ocean Protocol is a data marketplace. Chainlink links data, real life data, to the blockchain. Uniswap is a trading engine. Ethereum's a world computer. All these projects, they do something. It's not just some kind of scheme in order to try to get a bunch of people involved so you can, lift yourself up and everybody makes money together. No, that's pretty much a Ponzi scheme. I try to steer clear of those projects. Then we got Synthetics Network token. I'm involved in that, and that's $25 right now. Synthetics was like the first DeFi app that I really used, and it's crazy because it's not the most simple one to explain to people, especially who have no background in finance. Synthetics is it's a place for you to use crypto and real asset derivatives in a decentralized fashion, I guess is the best way I can explain it at this moment. I'm going to be doing my next focused video on Synthetics token, so be sure to watch that if you're interested in Synthetics, and I'll get down to the nitty gritty on it. Cosmos as well. I recently bought some Cosmos, and I'm glad I did. I bought around the $7 or $8 level, and then now it's at $14.30, so I'm pretty stoked about that. I bought Cosmos whenever I was covering Secret Network, and Secret Network is built using the Cosmos Tendermint software development kit. So yeah, anyway, let's get to some of this news here. When I was doing the video for this last one I just did, oh my god, dude, Quant Network. I always feel great in the morning. I'm a morning guy now. It's crazy, but I still forget stuff, Maybe it's all my years of partying. Anyway, I found this paper, Technological Tipping Points Report, written in 2015 by the World Economic Forum. And if you don't think that there's something behind all these lockdowns for the COVID-19 virus and all that crap, then you got something coming. All this stuff just fits in way too nicely with this agenda written through right here, talking about these major technological tipping points, them being data storage for all, robot and services, the Internet of Things, wearable internet, 3D printing and manufacturing, implantable technologies, big data for decisions, Ocean Protocol, vision as a new interface, Internet of Things plugs into IOTA, our digital presence, governments in the blockchain, a supercomputer in your pocket, ubiquitous computing, 3D printing and human health, the connected home, energy web token, 3D printing and consumer products, AI and white collar jobs, the sharing economy, communism, driverless cars, AI and decision making, that would be Singularity Net and AGI tokens, smart cities, and of course Bitcoin and the blockchain. The funny thing is with this Bitcoin and the blockchain, there were 800 people that did this survey that participated in it, and they completely eliminated anybody that said, they asked what year the expected date of these technological shifts to happen. And if somebody said never, it's never going to happen, they eliminated that from the pot in order, I guess, to whatever they wanted to do with it. But they eliminated those never answers in the statistics. And I find that when it comes down to Bitcoin here, out of those 800, I believe 20% of those people said Bitcoin and the blockchain would never take over. That's crazy. I don't know who these people were. They're CEOs and execs and stuff like that the World Economic Forum chooses to partake in their survey. But it's definitely a skewed perspective, not representative of the general population of when they think all this stuff is going to happen. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it is happening now. And expected by 2027, and 80% of those 800 people said it would never happen. And when they took the survey, it had a global GDP of around 20, or Bitcoin's worth was around 20 billion. So, now, I'd say Bitcoin is worth a little bit more, 849 billion. So, I think some of these people may not really have their finger on the pulse of the common person, and that is what's a little bit scary about the World Economic Forum kind of acting as the de facto unvoted for government and trying to bring in the sharing economy. Yeah, they even quote Karl Marx in here as well at some point. So it's just communism with a little bit of technological icing. So make a cake, make a communist cake, put some techno icing on it, and there you go. Anyway, to some more, some less dystopian news. Let's see here. We have the St. Louis Federal Reserve, and they have finally discovered decentralized finance. And it's like, it's like I grew up skateboarding, and skateboarding was always thought of as just some kind of dirty punk sport, and you know, people on the fringes of society. I got beat up for being a skateboarder in middle school and stuff like that, and by all the football players, and it was just completely disdained. And it's kind of what shaped, I guess, my rebellious outlook on a lot of things. Okay, I've had to kind of correct that as I got older and do things. I did team sport. I did rugby for a while in my adulthood, my recent adulthood, just to kind of break my framework of, you know, that my individualistic framework, and try to work as a team. You know, so me personally, that helped me. And then you know, now I do boxing and stuff like, you know, Krav Maga and stuff like that to kind of break myself away from a lot of the skateboarding mindset. But you know, at heart, I will always be a skateboarder, tried and true. But that said, it's like when the world discovered skateboarding and it suddenly became mainstream, and then all of us who have been skateboarding the entire time, we're just like, oh, so now we're cool. Okay. So yeah, it's kind of reminds me of this. The Fed suddenly discovering DeFi, suddenly discovering blockchain and smart contracts, and you know, talking about how great it is. This is what this is, talking about DeFi building blocks and the aggregation layer. Basically, they're explaining Ethereum here to all these suits. I don't know if you've ever seen Ready Player One, but there is the original OG. Let's see if I can find that book. Okay, it's not important, but there's the corporate entities that want to find the golden key in order to control the world, rather than to I mean, I don't know, but I'm trying to remember the book. It's been a couple years since I've read it, but there's the Sixers, and then there's the other people who are the real deal, you know, or the rebels versus the Empire, and in Star Wars terms. But it seems like these guys are just trying to find DeFi and use it for their own evil ways. So yeah, here they are trying to explain DeFi and Ethereum to all their cronies, and they're looking at the market cap, and they're just doing the research study and the decentralized exchange protocols, constant function market makers, smart contract based reserve aggregation, peer-to-peer protocols, lending platforms. And you know, they're talking about the opportunities and risks. You know, DeFi may increase the efficiency, transparency, and accessibility of the financial infrastructure. Moreover, the system's composability allows anyone to combine multiple applications and protocols, thereby creating new and exciting services. We discuss these aspects in the following subsections. And then down here it talks about all, you know, illicit activity. A common concern among regulators is that crypto assets may be used by individuals who want to avoid records and monitoring. Yes, that's why it was built. And then conclusion, DeFi offers exciting opportunities and has the potential to create a truly open, transparent, and immutable financial infrastructure. Because DeFi consists of numerous highly interoperable protocols and applications, every individual can verify all transactions, and data is readily available for users and researchers to analyze. DeFi has unleashed a wave of innovation. On the one hand, developers are using smart contracts and decentralized settlement layer to create trustless versions of traditional financial instruments. And on the other hand, they're creating entirely new financial instruments that could not be realized without the underlying public blockchain. Atomic swaps, autonomous liquidity pools, decentralized stable coins, and flash loans are just a few of the examples that show the great potential of the ecosystem. Yeah, the Fed is realizing that DeFi is a thing, like in official papers now. Pretty soon they're going to try to emulate it and basically create the watered down corporate version of punk music. Yeah, so it happens to the best of them, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's happening. So we're in early. If you know about DeFi and you are using DeFi right now, you are way ahead of the game. Anyway, so here's another piece of news. Lionsgate becomes the latest Hollywood studio to bring content to Theta Network. Theta Network is huge. It is a decentralized video streaming platform that utilizes edge nodes in order for people to install on their computer and share their bandwidth and get paid T-Fuel for it. And then that way, there's not any centralized content delivery network, and the streamers can save tons of money by allowing their content to be delivered through all these decentralized nodes instead of one centralized location. This eliminates any hiccups or muddy streaming, and it saves them money. It's a win-win situation for everybody. For the average person, they can win T-Fuel, and they can broadcast themselves as well. And then for the large corporation, they can save a bunch of money on their content delivery networks as well, and have smooth streaming and not have to deal with a mess of customer service issues as well. So Lionsgate is huge, and they're bringing a bunch of their movies to the Theta Network. I've seen Theta Network grow. When I first started with Theta Network, I guess this time last year, and they had the NASA channel, maybe the Huobi channel, and then just a bunch of people playing video games, and that's about it. Now they have Shout Factory, they have Master Pancake Theater, they have or Mystery Science Theater 3000, I think is what it is. Yeah, and then they have now Lionsgate. The bunch of esports channels are bringing their stuff. I mean, there's a lot of people jumping on board the Theta Network. And not only does Theta Network allow streaming of movies and TV, and I'm live streaming right now on Theta Network, it allows, it's an entire Ethereum type of platform. I wouldn't say an Ethereum killer, but it will definitely take a market share of Ethereum, I believe. And it has super low fees. It's super fast. You can build smart contracts on top of it. You can build NFTs on top of it. There is now an AMM, an automatic market maker decentralized exchange on it. You can create your own token on the Theta Network. So the project is growing and growing, and this is going to be a complete behemoth. Entities like Samsung and Google are involved with Theta Network, and the price of Theta Network, let's see here. They have two different tokens. They have the Theta Governance token, and then they have the T-Fuel token that's more of the utility token that you earn when you broadcast and whenever you are watching videos. So it's at 274. I believe it might have gotten, it got up to 304 last night. I wasn't awake. I wish I would have been awake to see that, but it's okay. I'm sure it'll be right back up there pretty soon. I've been buying Theta Network since about this time last year, and I've gotten to watch Theta Network grow, and I'm a huge fan of it. So get involved. Go to the thetatoken.org, I believe is the website. Let me just take a look here real quick. Theta Token. I'll just do Google Theta Token here real quick. Yeah, thetatoken.org. Get yourself acquainted with what the project is. Download the Edge node. Install it on your phone or on your TV. Maybe on your TV. On your laptop or desktop, and watch some of these. Watch some of these broadcasts. Watch what they're doing. There's a lot of really good stuff going on. There's some of the validator nodes. There's 3 levels of nodes. There's the validator nodes at the top. There's the guardian nodes that complete the blockchain. And then there's the edge nodes that do the bandwidth relay. So really good things going on with Theta Network. Let me go on to the next piece of news here. Houston, we have a problem. 85% of silver in London is already held by ETFs. With the ongoing silver squeeze hashtag and huge associated dollar inflows into silver-backed exchange-traded funds, it is now time to look at which of these ETFs store their silver in the LBMA vaults in London, and how to calculate how much physical silver these combined funds store in those London vaults. The LBMA London vaults are run by 7 vault operators, which comprise 3 bullion banks: JP Morgan, HSBC, and ICBC Standard, and 4 security firms: Brinks, Malka, Amit, Loomis, and G4S. So while many eyes have been fixated on the mammoth iShares Silver Trust, that is only part of the picture, and there are 13 additional silver-backed ETFs that store their silver in London that people may not be aware of. So if you invest in an ETF, exchange-traded fund, and you own that silver on paper, it is actually held somewhere, believe it or not. A lot of people just don't believe that, but it is, and it's being built, it's being bought out. I mean, right now, there is 85% of silver in London held by these ETFs, and what's going to happen when all this stuff buys out? And there's a lot of these investment firms shorting silver, and just like GameStop and AMC, they're losing money on these shorts. So be interesting. I know a lot of people don't like zero hedge, but it is what it is. I have no issue with it. I find good news everywhere, and this is an interesting article. I'm kind of new to the silver game. I mean, I have bought some silver in the past, but not with any specific aim in mind to try to mess with the financial institutions. I just did it because I wanted it. And then, let's see here. And then we got, Cardano and Singularity Net partnership. This is huge. First for Cardano, because Cardano seems to be a great project. It seems to be a great alternative to Ethereum and all the major gas fees going on. I did a video on Cardano not too long ago. You can probably find some information there on a lot of the basics, but I haven't really seen any active live stuff going on in Cardano. It's always these promises of we're writing papers, academic peer-reviewed research. It's a slow train to get going, yada yada, Africa. That's a lot of the criticisms about Cardano, is a lot of talk, a lot of hype, has a huge market cap. Let's see where Cardano is sitting right now. The price is rising, 81 cents. I mean, it's really high, and the market cap is $26 billion. So it's huge. But what is Cardano doing? There's no decentralized exchange on it that I know of. But I guess they're forming tons of partnerships now, and this is great. I want Cardano to do something. I do have Cardano. I have Cardano's delegated on a node through the Daedalus wallet. So yes, I'm invested in Cardano. So anything I say against it is not because I hate the project. But Singularity Net, I'm a huge fan, and I'm also invested in Singularity Net. That's the AGI token. And much like Ocean Protocol is a decentralized data marketplace, Singularity Net is a decentralized AI tech marketplace. So anybody that has created an artificial intelligence application does not have to just sell it to Google or Amazon and then just be price gouged by those corporate megaliths. They can put it out on the open market, and any Tom, Dick, and Harry can use Singularity Net and use that app for whatever they want in their website or for their company or anything at a reasonable price. And so that's why they're basically bringing AI to the common person, which is amazing. And for Cardano, and it's been based on the Ethereum platform, and with all the Ethereum issues with the gas fees and stuff like that, and their growing pains, Don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of Ethereum, but it's interesting to see Singularity Net partnering with Cardano as an alternative. So I'd love to see where this is going to go. They're saying both are now fully adopting each other's APIs and infrastructure to create advanced AI reasoning abilities directly woven into the fabric of the Cardano blockchain ecosystem. Building AI plus blockchain tools together in an economic and symbiotic relationship will make Cardano and Singularity Net become the top platforms for all Fortune 500 companies to adopt, leading the charge into the fourth industrial revolution where AI and blockchain will converge into one single inseparable entity, giving rise to the real intelligence within everything. Take you back to the World Economic Forum and you get the sharing IoT economy. Yep. So it's all happening, ladies and gentlemen. When you look at all these individual projects, when you look at the gears, when you look at the levers and pulleys, and you see what is happening in the economy with all this Rona stuff going on, it is happening. They're bringing in the fourth industrial revolution. They're bringing in the Great Reset. I'm just trying to become as knowledgeable as I can about all this stuff, just so I can make sure I'm hopping on the right lily pads as I try to survive through all this. That's all you got to do is just educate yourself, and hopefully you will survive through this. This is a very interesting and intimidating time right now, and I'm doing my best to try to keep my head above water. And then one last piece of news here. As we know, Tesla bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin on Monday, I believe, or Sunday night. And now people are predicting Oracle to be the next big player, and Max Kaiser in particular, but several other people as well. A lot of people are predicting either Oracle or Apple, and then Twitter as well is coming around for its quarterly reports, and a lot of people are expecting Bitcoin to be on those reports. And then Oracle, Larry Ellison, the co-founder, he is also a chairperson on the Tesla in Tesla, and he owns a bunch of stock as well, so probably be the next person. Another rich person getting into crypto. That's what it is. So all right, well, thanks for listening to my rant. I've been going now for 27 minutes, and I promised myself I wouldn't make this longer than 30. So you guys have a good day. I'm gonna get to work and do my deal. So let's talk about getting on with our day. I'd love to see maybe an upvote or like on the YouTube when I upload this. Maybe leave a comment. Tell me what you want me to cover, and as far as particular projects. It sounds like the kids are up, and we'll go on with my day. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.